we got good people, and we have the issue. Some years back, we were elders, sitting at a campfire in Lakota country. You know, they had that coffee pot on the fires that night. Leaders were sitting there. Fool's Crow, Matthew King, kills the enemy. I can go on. I was a youngster then, younger. Leon, Shenandoah, all those leaders worried about you, worried about the seventh generation. And we're, getting after the white man again for what he was doing. And Louis Badwoon, I don't know if anybody here remembers Louis, but if you've ever met him, you'll never forget him. Louis says, God damn it, he says, what the hell are we just hanging around here for? We should be doing something about this. He says, look at us. He says, look at the power we have. Put our medicine together, he says, and bring the rain and flood them out. He says, put our medicine together, he says, bring the fire, he says, burn them. Bring the wind, our grandfathers. We can do it. The leaders sitting there quiet. They said, somebody said, geez, Louis, we better think about that one. Well, he says, God damn it. They'll never listen until they have to suffer. Well, we didn't do that. We didn't have to. Our brother brought it himself. It's here now. The fire he's talking about is here. It's burning right now. The wind he's talking about is just beginning. The water, you want more, you're going to get it. And those that need it won't get it. No, these are the prophecies. These are what we heard. These are what we know. We've been told again and again. We've been, we hear this in the Longhouse. 200 years we've been listening to the prophecies. And the first thing you understand is, they're here. Oh, that happened already. That happened. So we are living in a time, like my grandson said, what's going to happen to me? Well, that's our job. Our job is to change people's minds. Talking about change. People have to change. Directions have to change. Values have to change. Otherwise, there's no mercy in nature. None. No mercy. Nature has none. Has only law, only rule. You don't abide the rule, you suffer the result. And it's just no habeas corpus here. It's what you do and how you live. In 1950, there was 2.5 billion people in the world. In 1950. Now all you mathematicians, do the math. Today, how many is there? 6.4, 6.5, depends who you ask. Billion. Took 400 million years to get to 2.5 billion. Took 57 years to go to 6.5 billion. There's your problem. That's your problem. It's a tough one, because if you look at that graph, it's going straight up. Population, inequity. Peacemaker said to the chiefs at the time, he said, build your nation on these principles. The first principle of peace. Peace. And with peace is health. Second principle is justice. Equity. Equity for the people. Be fair. You leaders, be fair to your people. Equity. And with that will come justice. Third one, power. The power of being united. The power of the good mind. The power of one mind. Last night you heard one of our young chiefs talking about that. Each time he would say, we put our minds together of one mind and give thanks. Power. I see the Hopis bring rain, putting their minds together. That's what you're talking about. You know, they work with the snakes, they work with the animals, they bring rain. Never seen a Catholic priest bring rain yet. And I think I can safely say you never will. But we do. We bring rain. We give thanks. We work with the animals. For everybody. So what is it then? In the Global Forum, Spiritual Parliamentary Leaders, we met many years, and we came down finally, in meetings like this, we said, all right, well, what is it that we are going to say here, finally, after all these meetings? And Akio Matsumura, who was the leader of that, 4 words, he said. Value change for survival. Came right down to 4 words. You're either going to change your values or you're not going to survive. I tell you, the earth has no mercy. You abide that law or suffer the consequence. Business as usual is over. Carbon is over. Oil is over. We better find something else. We better find some equity. We are not going to have the luxury of spending $200 billion in a war. You're just not going to have the time or the money because you're going to be paying for environment and damages coming. You are going to talk about economies, going to wreck the economies in the world. They're not ready for this. Okay? Who's going to do this? And I said to those kids, it's up to you. You get in the face of your leaders. You get in the face of your mother and father, and you tell them, change or else. I said, I'll help you. I'll be right there. And that's our elders' position. When they ask for help, we better be there. Because this is it, the way I see it. I agree with Hansen. I agree with those figures. I never used those figures because the other instruction a peacemaker said was never take hope from the people. Give the people hope. And what is hope? It's leadership. It's principle. And that means the leader's got to be out there, front. Fight is on. Big fight now. A lot of people in the world, really, more than you know, just waiting. And the country that's got to change is right here, this country, number one. And can change the most because it's the worst. But when they find out and when they do change, you know they're going to be happy, just like the Cherokees were. You know, we'll all be just bound to that happy little village somewhere. It can happen. But we're going to go through some stuff. There's no escaping that. We're going to go through some stuff. So just get ready for it. Get ready for it. Tell your leaders, get off their ass. Let's get on with life. Donate.
Thank you.